Running at Fever, episode 417, Mount Nebo State Park Cabin 5 Tour. Welcome to Running at Fever. My name is Michael Davis, and this is a podcast and a YouTube channel about fitness, diet, and medicine. And my goal is to live a long, healthy, happy life right up to the very end. If that's your goal, then you're in the right place. I have just arrived at Mount Nebo, and this is my first day of my first trip to this state park in Arkansas for 2025, and maybe my last one. I don't know if I'll be coming back here again in this year. I definitely will probably come back at some point in the future. But I thought this time, since I hadn't done it before, I would give you a tour of what has been my favorite cabin to stay in here, because it is the most isolated. Now, there is a cabin off to the left, or the north side of this cabin, but on the other side, there's just woods. And this yard area is where in the past I have seen, maybe, because I usually come here in the wintertime, I've seen lots of deer, and as many as, I think 9. I think I've seen 9 deer, maybe even 12. I've seen a lot of deer at once. There you see the other cabin off on the north side. But yeah, this late in the year, I don't know if I'll see any deer or not. It's the last week of April, first week of May. Now, the first time I came here was in a different cabin, but it was in April, but I think it was earlier April. 2019 was my first visit to Mount Nebo 6 years ago. And this, I believe, is my 7th time here. I really enjoy it. And I've stayed in several of the cabins here, but this has become my favorite. Of course, we have our own grill for the cabin. We have our own little patio with a picnic table, and then there is another fire pit which you can grill, put wood in and actually grill and have a wood fire if you like. There is a distinguishing feature on this cabin which you don't see anywhere else, and that is what I'm showing you now, which is this arched window off of the back porch or stairs. Inside the cabin, there's actually a picture that was taken, through this, about that view, through there, and it, looks out on a snowy scene, which I have seen snow once at Mount Nebo, but not from this cabin. This one was like all the others, or most of the others, built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in the Great Depression in the 1930s as a way to sort of get people employed and working, and also build a state park, which the land was unfortunately obtained by buying foreclosed mortgages, because that's what was happening to people. So you see some of the areas around here in this park, there are actually private homes in the park. So those were the areas that were not confiscated. I shouldn't say confiscated, purchased during the Great Depression when this park was built. And the code to the door is always the last 4 digits of your phone number. So it's easy to remember, usually. As you can see, there is a nice provided coffee maker. It's a combination K-cup and drip coffee maker. And in these cabinets are all the things that you need to prepare your food, pretty much. I usually have to bring a cookie sheet to make pizza on. Depending on the cabin, they might not have that. Fire extinguisher, of course. Fly swatter. Wow, what about that? Of course, there's air conditioning, heating. And in here we have the bathroom. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath with a jacuzzi tub and a nice shower. Shower is very nice. All wood paneling, wood floors, even wood ceilings. Very much built to last and built for beauty as well as comfort. Queen bed in the only bedroom. Like I said, it's a 1-bedroom. They have a clock with some plugs, I believe, and USB ports on it. And a chest of drawers for you. Plenty of light through 2 big windows, one on each side of the room. As you can see right out into that sort of meadow / yard that I was talking about in the front drive. And hanging, plenty of room for 1 or 2 people to stay here. And you get into the main living area. And this is the thing that has changed since the last time I was in this cabin. They have added this heater in where there used to be just a wood fireplace. And I don't know how to operate this thing. But I wish there was still a wood fireplace. Not that I would use it now, but on this trip, but when I come here in the winter, I would have been very disappointed not to have that wood fireplace. Of course, now I know to ask next time. There is a TV and satellite dish. I never use them when I'm here. Nice dining table there. And another person can sleep on this couch. They come with a blanket and nice wood and leather couch. And more windows and plenty of light coming in here. So you can see out as well. And I'll show you this feature one more time. And this is Cabin 5 at Mount Nebo State Park in Arkansas. Remember, if you have the fever, keep it burning. And if you don't, catch the fever. And I will see you next time on Running a Fever.